Seriously, Bud is brought to you by OmniSend. OmniSend is a top choice for email and SMS marketing on WordPress, perfect for WooCommerce shops. Easily connect with customers and send out awesome campaigns every day. We'll be back in a bit to tell you about our other friendly sponsors. Hello, my name is Bree, and welcome to Seriously, Bud, a podcast featuring an unexpected conversation with someone from the WordPress community. And now it's time for our host, my dad, Bud Kraus.
Thank you, Bree. You know, I had so much fun last time speaking with Lumi Chibano. I thought I would do this all over again. Now, I'll be back at the end to give you my thoughts about this week's episode. It's number 111. So here we go. Lana Miro, welcome to Seriously, Bud. What is your real name? Because you just told me a second ago that it's short for something.
Yes, it started from the school when I decided to shorten my name for all the chats, people I'm talking to, because it was so hard to pronounce my name. And the real name is Svitlana Miroshnychenko.
Okay, forget the last name, but Svitlana is not that hard.
Yes, but people were doing so many mistakes, so I decided to simplify this for everyone. And for me, I like that.
It is nice and short. Did you do this because of WordPress and your work, or was this something you did before all that?
It was before. When I was at school, I was just chatting in some forums, creating my first blog. It's a long story. And we were chatting, and I decided then to create everything. I have an email from the school, Lana Miro. So everything started, then I just continued using it because it was easy.
But that's not your legal name, right?
No.
It's just a nickname.
Yes. Yeah.
Yeah. You are in Ukraine.
Exactly.
How are things going today? Or what is life been like for you?
Oh,
You know,
I didn't
recently?
expect you to ask this. It's straight to me.
This is when you say seriously, Bud.
Oh,
okay.
yes. Okay. Seriously, Bud?
Much better. Okay. You got it. Okay. So how are you doing? What's life like?
Oh, I will be honest with you because it's hard. It's hard due to drone attacks.
Of course.
For instance, yesterday there were, I think I counted 6 or 7 drones in my city. So we were hiding in the bathroom when I was working. And it's exhausting, but we found our way to, to continue our life, to work productively and to enjoy the life anyway, because it's going through us if we are not enjoying it.
How is sleeping at night? It must be very hard. I say this because someone that you know that's been on Seriously, Bud, and by the way, you can mention people.
Of course.
But Anna Hertko, obviously you know her.
Of course, we were working together.
Yes, I do know this. She told me that she did not realize what a night of uninterrupted sleep was like until she had the chance to leave Ukraine and have an uninterrupted night of sleep. And it must be the same for you. Very difficult.
Yes, but it depends. Some weeks are totally fine and it's calm and not noisy at all. And some weeks, this one was an interesting one because I don't know. They decided to attack us with drones. I have my special mattress for the corridor and I can sleep peacefully there. I know it's crazy.
I know that people say, well, you've adjusted and all that, but you're dying for peace. You want a night of sleep. You don't want drones in the sky.
Of course.
You don't want to be afraid. You don't want to hide anymore. You don't want to be afraid for your friends and family. You're sick of it.
Yes, but I think we have no choice. Some people can move. It's their choice. I'm not judging, but me and my husband, we decided to stay there or at least move to another city in Ukraine. But we don't want to leave Ukraine at all. I don't know. It's our home. Yes, we want to be there. But yeah.
Of course you do. It's your home. What's the name of the city you're in? Where is that city?
My city called Mykolaiv. It's near the Odessa and Kherson. You might heard this.
Oh, yes, a little bit. It's a good thing that we haven't heard of your city. That's good sign.
Yes.
I don't remember hearing about your city. The other cities I know. It's good that you're out of the news in that regard.
Yes.
But I can't imagine what it'd be like to look up at the sky and see drones.
I try to hide and not see them.
That's a probably good approach.
You'd better hide. Yeah.
You have such a good approach, and I'll bet other people in your country do too. Like you say, what am I going to do?
Yeah, we adjusted and we found our way. For instance, instead of being upset all the time with this war, of course, we can't change it in a minute. But for instance, we are donating each month money to the army with my husband. We are buying some stuff from our brigade to support them. It's like keeping the spirit, and this helps a lot to continue living.
Gosh, I have to say, in your intake survey to me, what you filled out, and you've told me this too, that you say that you're a boring person.
I think so.
Get out of town. Come on now. I love stories. What could be a better story than a person living in a war? I'm saying this all wrong, but You're not boring. That's what I'm getting at.
Okay.
You're far from boring.
Okay.
You have an amazing story. I know already that you do, just by listening to all this. All right. Speaking of amazing stories, now this is kind of cool. You met your husband while selling a book in a bookstore in college? What?
Exactly. That's why I say I am boring, because I like books very much from the childhood. I'm reading a lot.
So that makes you interesting because you're
for some
well-read.
people.
Yes, it is.
Not for
To me,
Okay.
I think it's interesting that you read a lot of books. I know that you like fiction and nonfiction, which is unusual.
Oh, yes.
Very unusual. I'm a nonfiction guy. What kind of nonfiction do you like?
I suppose I'm not mistaken, but in nonfiction, I'm trying to read books related to my work, like marketing, and related to psychology. I don't know, like inner child, how to decrease your anxiety and this general stuff.
Oh, that's easy. What do you have to read a book for that? All you have to do is take a pill. You don't have to read a book. Come on.
Oh, not
For anxiety, we have pills.
not for each time.
I know. When you go to these big WordCamp events, which we just saw each other at WordCamp Europe for the very first time, do you get anxious? Do you get a little nervous? Do you get what?
I have anxiety, I think, most of the time. Most of the time, because I don't know, I'm just such a person. I am worrying too much about how to represent the company, how to talk with people, how is my English.
Oh, your English is great.
I'm trying to feel that and enjoy more. And I think I'm doing better now.
Oh, you're doing great. Just be yourself. Don't worry about all that other stuff. And people will love you. That's the way to do it. And if they don't like you, that's too bad.
Of course.
Look what they're missing.
I don't know another way. I'm always doing myself, right?
Yeah, you're too judgmental. We all are. And I'm not, because I'm old.
Yeah.
But when you're a younger person, you just like, am I too this? Am I that? How am I coming across?
Oh, exactly.
And then you get older and you just say, whatever.
Oh, I want this approach in my life.
I know, because when you go to these big WordCamp events, everybody there's an introvert. Everybody has a little anxiety.
It's better during WordCamps, because I was at CloudFest and there were completely different audience, people in business. Yeah, they are too focused on business, and WordCamps are completely different. And there I can be fully myself.
That's so interesting. Now, I've never been to CloudFest. For the audience that doesn't know what CloudFest is, it's a huge conference that takes place in Germany and now also in the United States. In Germany, they rent an amusement park.
Yes,
that's isolated, where 10,000 maniacs go. I don't know if they're maniacs. Vito Pellic, just to mention the name. But anyway, there are a lot of people there, and you're saying it's very business oriented. There's no laughing allowed, no goofing around. Is that right?
Of course, there are some. And now when they have WordPress Day, they have more fun.
Because I'm only in it for the fun. If you're not having fun at what you do, then what are you doing? So we'll spend a minute or two about the fun. You are now at MelaPress. Now, this is not a WordPress show, but I want to know a little bit about what you do at MelaPress, because I don't really know.
Of course. Thank you. I joined MelaPress 6 months ago, and it was really fun ride, because I was doing so much new stuff in terms of learning what security is in general, what vulnerabilities and hackers are doing. So in general, and MelaPress are doing WordPress plugins for security and administration. So you can just secure your site with small, it's really helpful. And especially I am doing content marketing there, everything related to writing the blog posts, knowledge-based articles, social media, video editing, etc.
Get out of here. You do what I do. I have a feeling the fact that MelaPress is getting more visibility in the WordPress community might have something to do with you.
Oh,
yes?
I'm not sure. You already had Robert in your show, and he's doing an amazing job. He's attending WordCamps.
Wait a minute, Robert
Abella, our CEO and founder. He's from Malta. You had him. I was listening your interview when I was applying for the job.
Wait, this is news to me because I have not had the founder of your company.
You might just have him when they want MelaPress. They were WP activity log. You had him. I have the link for your site.
Hold on a second. I've had on 110 people. I can name them all right now.
I understand it, but I was listening.
Maybe somebody else. Now that could be, and I would like to have your Robert on the show. Okay.
Okay. So I will need to double check.
I've had Robert Jacoby. I think of all the Roberts. Jacoby's the one that comes to mind, but I've not had.
It's really strange because when I was applying to the job, I was listening to his interviews and I remember the one from you. Oh my. Maybe I'm mistaken.
No, you're not mistaken. I've not had him. So, all right, enough of this.
Okay, you should have.
I will. I'm going to ask you to have him.
Okay.
All right, we'll get to that later on. You're very cheerful, giggly like me. Are you always like that?
Yes.
Easily laugh at stuff? Me too.
Oh, yes. I think most of the time I'm like that. But there are some time during the day when I am getting exhausted. And I need to recover a bit. So I'm like a phone. I need to recharge myself from time to time.
Okay. How long have you been married? It's been a while, right?
It was 11 years.
Wow.
Yeah, it was a lot.
You got married when you were 12 or 13? Which one?
Hey there. We'll get back to the show in just a moment. Seriously, Bud is made possible by Pressable. They make managed WordPress hosting simple. Your sites load fast, stay online, and you get 24/7 expert support from people who actually know their stuff. No downtime drama, no endless tech headaches, just hosting that works. Whether you've got one site or hundreds, Pressable keeps things smooth and secure so you can focus on your business. Check them out at pressable.com/BUD. And finally, by the WP.world. A great way to see who's in the WP world and what they are up to. Find out at the WP.world. That's right, it's the WP.world. And let others know what you're up to, too. Now, let's get back to the show.
Seriously, Bud?
You don't have any children, and I'm guessing you're not going to have any children.
No, we don't want children. At this point.
My God. What are we going? I know I'm making a judgment and I'm not really, but I'm making an observation. Do you know how many married people in the WordPress community that are not going to have children?
Yeah, I can imagine.
It's astonishing. It's amazing. It's a lot.
Know. But there are so many people in the world. So that's already a lot of stuff.
I know that it's getting to the point where it's starting to be a little distressing or at least concerning to me that there are where is the future? Because we're dealing with smart people. We're dealing with good people. These are the people that are nurturing. These are the people that are probably best equipped to raise children. And what do they say? Well,
I understand.
I don't think they say two things. One, we don't want to bring anybody into this world. Now, we used to say that, but we did it anyway. And two, the other thing is we don't want to change the way we live. And we know if we have a child, we will.
Of course.
And even though that sounds a little selfish, hey, it's your life. It's not my life. It's your life. You get to choose what you want to do. I'm just making the observation that we're not going to be any future of WordPress because there won't be anybody here to have a future.
Oh, no, it's real. I have my sister 16 years old, so she's the next generation for WordPress.
All right. Okay, maybe if there isn't going to be a WordPress, it won't be because there aren't any children of WordPressers.
Oh, yeah.
It won't be because of that. What's your typical day like? You get up in the morning. What time do you get up?
Even in the work days, it's 8 o'clock.
Yeah.
I'm not a morning person, like in 5 a.m.
See, because most WordPressers get up at 5 a.m. No. They work out, they meditate, or they start work like me, and then a lot of people are done pretty early in the day, relatively speaking. But you start a little later, so I'm guessing you work a little later.
I think I finish at 5 p.m. usually, and I have my evening free, so I can meditate, work out, everything.
I know you watch TV a little bit sometimes, yes?
Sometimes, yeah, like Netflix series or something like that.
Netflix is in Ukraine, obviously.
Yes. And they have their office, I think, even in Ukraine.
And does everybody at your age, I think they do, all speak English because it was required in school?
I think my generation started to learn English as a second language. But I started a bit later. I was, I think, at 4th grade when we started, but now everyone is studying from kindergarten, and I'm really happy with that.
That is a big difference now in Europe of today compared to Europe 40 years ago, which I was not, but not for very much. Yeah. But I know that, for example, all the Olympic athletes from Europe had to have translators because they didn't speak English. Nobody spoke English. Now you go to Europe and everybody of a certain age and younger, they all speak English.
I like that because it's opening so many opportunities, and even reading books, reading news in English is amazing.
Yeah, I wish I knew another language because it's another way of thinking, not just speaking and understanding, but it's another way to think. What other languages do you speak?
Oh, I was studying at Poland for 6 months. That's why I know Polish a bit. But
do you really? Wow.
I'm bad in speaking, but I understand really good. Because it was 10 years ago, I already forgot some words.
I mentioned Robert Jacoby. I don't know do you know Robert?
Yes, I know him a bit from Twitter.
He was born in Poland.
Oh.
And he was at WordCamp Europe in Poland recently. So it was coming home. And I asked him, do you speak Polish? And I think it's a little bit, but he understands Polish better, just like what you said. Yeah. So Polish, you know what they're saying? They're probably saying, God, is this food terrible? I shouldn't say that. That's what they're saying in Polish. I wish we were in Paris. Okay, no, they didn't say
You just didn't try good Polish food. They have a lot.
That's not no, you're right. I did try. I know I make fun and I shouldn't, but Arlene and I did go to food at restaurants in Krakow, and it was very good, surprisingly good.
Of course. Yeah.
Besides understanding Polish, obviously speaking English and Ukrainian, is that how you say it?
Ukrainian, right?
Ukrainian.
Yes. I was studying French at school, but I forgot it, I think, completely. Just introduction, maybe.
I don't think we've ever met each other until WordCamp Europe, right?
Yeah,
we have never
just
met
online.
each other until then.
We were speaking online.
Yeah, well, let's get to that right now. So you and I are proof that you can meet people online and even become a little friendly and know each other a little bit, right?
Oh, I have so many friends from WordPress community.
I know you do.
Of course, you can meet good people online.
You can write the book, okay? I've watched you online, and you get it. You know how to do this, and I do too. How to make friends and to meet people. And it's really all about engaging in conversations. I see these people, they send me messages on LinkedIn, and the first thing they say is, I'm a web developer that builds apps that it's responsive and blah, blah, blah. It's all the same, right? And I always just don't bother. It's the occasional one that says, hey, bud, I heard this, or I read this about you, and all of a sudden, you got me interested.
Of course.
And the conversation starts. Or I noticed you're going to WordCamp, or I noticed you're whatever. And now you start a conversation. Once you open up that door, then you can start talking about stuff like that. But boy, people don't get it. It's the same thing as if you meet somebody at a conference. What's the first thing you say? Hi, I'm a web developer and I build applications. That's not what you say.
Yeah, sometimes I do because it's easier to introduce myself like that.
I'll bet you have been everywhere in Europe.
Oh,
Yes?
no, not everywhere. Maybe 4 or 5 countries.
What are the countries?
Of course, France. Because we were talking about it. A really beautiful country. I think I visited there 5 or 6 cities, and it was a delightful experience. I just regret I didn't know French so well because I didn't like English speaking people so much.
All right, maybe it's me, and maybe because I don't notice stuff because of my vision, I just half the world just passes me by. But I didn't know that. I didn't find that being a problem at all when we were in Paris recently. I thought everybody was really nice and friendly and
Oh,
great.
they are, but they just prefer using their language.
I know. This is the thing about French, right? They say, "Oh, that stupid American." Yeah, they say it in French. Yeah, okay, so they do. What am I going to do? What do I care? As long as they're nice to me in English, that's okay. All right, besides France, where else have you been?
I was in Polish, of course, a lot of cities, Prague, Germany a bit. I have my blog where I listed the cities and just nothing else. I was there.
Okay. What about in Ukraine? Have you been to a lot of different cities in Ukraine? Have you been to Odessa?
Yes, of course. A lot of cities, mostly because when I was studying at university, I was trying to attend to any trainings, meetings, interested for students, even some webinar, not webinars, trainings, which were events. It was really interesting to travel to another city and to meet some new people. Of course.
But now you cannot fly in Ukraine, I'm assuming, right?
No flights, but we still use our amazing trains. I was a fan. And buses, of course. And by car, for sure.
When this war ends, and it will end, I'll bet Ukraine will be open for tourism.
Oh, we will welcome everyone, except one country.
Yeah, forget them. I'm sorry. And I've had a few people, I've had at least one person from Russia on the show.
Oh.
And she was great. She was wonderful, of course. I think Ukraine will be, because people will want to see Ukraine.
Yeah, we have a lot of beautiful
and what
cities.
the country's like. And we've learned that you have a lot of beautiful cities and
nature.
Have you been to, what about Crimea? Have you been to?
Yeah, I was there once, a year before occupation.
And is it similar, different to the rest of Ukraine? How do you look at that?
I don't know. It's hard to tell because for that time it was similar because we have a feeling of one country. But of course, there were a lot of people speaking Russian because of history and different events. But it was similar, just with beautiful nature and a bit different climate. Yeah,
I could imagine it's got something of a different vibe to it than the rest of Ukraine, but it's still Ukraine.
No, yes.
Ukrainians think it's Ukraine, and I've always thought it was. But
we too. What can I say?
Sure you do. Now, for physical exercise, do you ride a bike? Do you go walking? Do you go working out? Lift barbells, weights?
Oh, I am doing a lot because I care a lot about my health. And from childhood, I had some issues with my back. So it was always hurting. So I need to find a solution to stay healthy. And I found it. I am exercising almost every day. In terms of one day for strength workout, like with weights, 30 minutes is enough. And one day is just stretching, mobility, to move after work, because we are sitting almost all the day. Of course, I now have standing desks, thankfully.
I do too, but I don't use it enough. But I love the standing desk. The standing desk is wonderful. Yes. It really is.
Even for a bit, for an hour a day, it makes a difference.
That is so true. I'm about to move because I bought a townhouse. And when I get set up there, I'm going to make my desk stand more than it sits because it's sitting too much, which means I'm sitting too much. And I'm also going to be exercising more because in the year that I've been in this apartment, my habits changed terribly. So I used to work out 5-6 days a week, and now it's 2 days a week. That's all about to change after I move. What does your husband do?
He's working in agency. Actually, he's not working right now because he's searching for a new job, but He's a product manager for agencies, like helping manage the project, website building, and managing the team.
He manages developers?
Yes, developers, talking to clients, etc.
But he's not working now?
No, I think for 2 months already he's searching for a new job.
Does he have a lot of contacts?
I don't know. He's searching his way in Ukrainian company because his English is not so good for a foreign company. So he's trying his luck in Ukrainian market.
I found a new question to ask somebody. So you are the first one. Okay, and I'm going to ask this question too. I don't know where this is going to go. So don't worry, it's not going to be bad. What is your superpower? Do you have a superpower? Now, before you say no, I don't have one.
Oh, I have one. Of course. For sure,
okay,
I have one.
Oh, good. All right, I would hope so. You laugh. That's your superpower.
Oh, no. I think my superpower is being honest. Because it's helping me so much in my relationship with husband, with my friends, with family, during the work. I'm always telling the truth, to be honest. And it's really helpful in building good relationships.
Yes. If you get into the bad habit of lying about everything, you don't remember what you're lying about, and you just get caught into a web of lies, and you look like a fool, and no one can trust you. Honesty, that is your calling card. That is how people can trust you. What good are you if your word is not good? Then your life will be miserable.
Oh, yes.
I think. I have to tell you that I had a mentor that I would say to him every once in a while, well, to be perfectly honest with you, let's say I'm talking about something, right? Okay, to be honest with you. And he said to me, you got to stop saying that. And I said, well, why? And he says, because that implies that other times you are not honest with me.
Yeah, this is something I was thinking when I told I will be honest with you.
You can't do that.
Yeah.
Because it implies other times not so honest.
Yeah, exactly.
I feel that's something that you should strike from your vocabulary because it does imply that other times I'm not going to be honest.
Yeah, really good point.
So I did. I stopped saying it. Yeah, he was a brilliant guy and I loved him. I respected him and remember so many things that he said.
Yeah.
Very interesting career. He was an insurance broker who insured all the Broadway shows.
Oh.
So for about 30, 40 years, in New York, he was called the Dean of Theatrical Insurance. When I was associated with him, I went to every Broadway show imaginable and was sat in the 4th row in the center.
Oh, wow.
It was great for free. And everybody in Broadway knew him. They did business with him. And his word was gold. If he said X, it was X. There was no goofing around. Those kind of people were my mentors. Those are the people I admired and respected and knew that people did business with them because they were trustworthy. They were honest and they were decent. And those are great qualities. The honesty is a pretty good superpower.
That's why I like that.
Yeah. You said that without thinking. I thought you were going to say, I don't have any superpowers.
It's something obvious to me.
Yeah. Do you have any brothers or sisters?
Just a sister. She's 16 years old. Yeah.
16 years old. She's a kid.
Yeah.
You're a kid too.
Oh, I'm 13. So it's...
You're 13?
13. Sorry.
I know.
Confusion.
So you're 30. Oh my God, you're so old. You could be...
Seriously?
Hold on. So you can be... Not only could you be my daughter, it's getting to the point where I'm getting so old, you could be my granddaughter.
Oh, yes.
No, you cannot.
I cannot?
No, I don't think so.
No?
No, but your daughter could be my granddaughter.
Oh.
Your daughter. I'm sorry,
my
your sister.
sister, yeah.
Yes, she could be my... Oh, God, please.
Oh, don't think about it.
Yes. And how long have you been in the WordPress world?
Oh, my. I think 10 years already.
Wow.
I started already after university, and I am really thankful for the adventure I had.
Yeah, no, you haven't been to the United States, though. You got to come.
Oh, I'm not sure. I don't like the long trips. I think I will stay in Europe if you don't mind.
Oh, come on. All right. Are you afraid of flying?
Oh, a bit.
Okay.
So,
right.
yeah.
I get it. When I was younger, like 30, a couple years ago, I was very afraid of flying. I was a fearful flyer. I used to hang onto the seats. Oh, they would get so tense. My muscles, my legs got so tense that I was sore for 3 days. after the flight.
Oh, my.
And I would worry about it for weeks in advance. So I got to fly. Now it's like getting in a car.
You're just used to that?
That's exactly what happened. You get desensitized. And after a while, you fly so much. And I have, especially in the last 3 or 4 years, I have flown a lot. You fly and you go, that's it. I love looking out the window to see stuff. And it's liberating, quite frankly, because once that fear is gone, then you don't say anymore, I'm not going to go to Europe. I'm not going to go to this. I'm not going to go to that. I did that a lot of my life. And now I'm free. I don't think that way anymore, which is great. All right, enough about me. Jeez.
I understand that, but I like Europe so much. Let me.
I do too. Every time I go to Europe and I leave, I go, what am I leaving for?
Oh, yeah.
But why am I leaving? It's wonderful. You get that feeling, and maybe you'll get it when you come here, of the difference between the old world and the new world. And baby, Europe is an old world. Well, you guys are building stuff, churches and aqueducts and mosques and whatever. The United States, what would be the United States, was just trees and desert and nothing except for Native Americans, but nothing was here. Nothing. No buildings, no nothing, no roads.
I know that.
It's amazing. It's amazing to think that they were doing all this building in Europe, and over here, nothing's happening.
Yeah.
That's incredible when I think about it.
That's why I like books, because I can read all these stories, history, and get this experience without flying.
Oh, get out. That is just a cheap flight, if you ask me.
Yes,
All
of
right.
course.
Do you read history, biography?
Sometimes. But I think mostly I like reading history books, like maybe some classics, I don't know, about the Second World War or something like that.
Me too.
A lot.
Yeah. I love history like crazy.
Oh,
okay.
yeah.
I was in Pearl Harbor this year in Hawaii, and 5 weeks later, I was in Auschwitz.
Oh, it's hard. It's hard.
What is this, the World War II year?
Yeah.
And then what's next? Hiroshima? I mean, why not? You know?
Yeah, you would continue.
Do the whole thing in 1 year. I know, but it doesn't matter.
It's really important. It's really important to read about it, to visit the museums. Exactly.
We are doomed as a species if we do not pay attention to history. And unfortunately, at least in this country, a lot of people are not paying attention. And not learning their history. And I love biography, but what a surprise. And I would love human stories, right?
Yeah.
What a shock. Seriously, bud. Yeah, it's all about people's stories, and everybody has a great story. You do too.
Oh, thank you.
That's the beauty of the show. You were not boring. And that's the beauty of conversation like this, I think. Is just
I like your podcast so much. I'm trying to listen to all the shows.
Lumi, who you know, don't ask me to say her last name. Do you know how to say her last name?
Oh, no. I was trying today, but I failed.
I'm not even going to try. I dropped her episode today, so make sure you check it out. It's very good. I had this great picture of the three of us together. Oh, that was so much fun. I love it. You know how certain pictures get ingrained in your mind? That picture is going to stay.
Yes, exactly. And I'm so happy you had her on the show and me. So thank you for that.
How many years have I been begging you?
Oh,
I've been begging you.
I was too afraid.
And people say my English isn't good enough. Yes, it's good enough.
I need some time. Now I'm ready.
There's some people I have worked on for quite a while, and most of them say yes after a while.
Yeah.
I'm not so bad, and I'm not going to...
Because you have interesting podcasts, and it's fine when you say yes.
Whatever. Okay, I'll pretend I didn't hear that. Okay, so listen, Lana, thank you so much for this. This was great. Now, you have to tell me, who do you suggest I have on a future episode of Seriously Bud? I can only imagine where you're going to go with this.
Okay, I prepared for this. I'm
preparation. Okay.
Yes. I'm not sure if you had these people on your show, but let me suggest you Imran from Web Squadron YouTube channel. He has an agency and he has an amazing story.
Wait a minute. This is Imran Siddiqui?
Yes.
Is that his name?
Yes.
Siddiqui? He's been booked.
Oh,
he's coming out of...
He's amazing. I'm so
yes,
happy.
I love his work.
Exactly. And me too.
check this out. He did a recent video talking about me, not the podcast, but this article that I wrote for Kinsta about human traffic and bot traffic.
Oh,
He created a whole video about that article.
Oh, man.
And I'm thinking,
I will take this.
I was like, whoa. He's even got my picture in there. I'm going, I don't believe what I'm watching. So I contacted him. I said, come on, you got to go on the show. So yeah.
Yes, this is nice.
And he is an amazing star. I don't know him, but I can't wait to meet him. Yes.
Oh, me too.
All right,
now
who
I'm
else?
waiting. Okay, you should definitely have Robert and Bella, our founder.
I do.
Oh, he is amazing.
I want to have him. I love it.
Yeah.
Okay, so you're going to get him on my show.
I will try. I will try. I will do.
Well, I don't do. I will try.
Yeah.
You don't say that.
Remember.
I will do is the correct answer. Okay, what else?
Okay, 2 more people. Lex from Techie's Reviews. I'm sure he has amazing story.
Lex.
And Jimmy from Webinot. I think he already booked him.
Jimmy Tavers.
I think yes. I don't remember his surname, but I think you met,
yes.
and I am waiting for the show.
He also goes by Jimmy Tav. He lives in Belgium. He's from France.
Oh yeah.
He is and was and is a ice skating instructor.
Oh, I didn't know
ice
that.
skating instructor.
Oh, that's why I like your show.
See, me too, because everybody has so much more to their life than coding and content marketing.
Oh, yes.
There's so much more here. Way, way more. Yeah. So that's what I love about it too.
Yeah.
Listen, I'm very impressed that you
I'm
did your
sorry
homework.
for this list, but I was prepared.
No one has ever done a list before. I loved it. I'm going to have to tell people you have to do a list.
Oh,
that's really great.
But I'm glad.
Listen, it's late in Ukraine. It's time to let you go and have dinner or stop working or whatever. And we're going to stop here, but thank you again for doing this.
Thank you so much for having me. It was a pleasure.
My pleasure. It was great. Hey, I didn't know that Lana claims to have heard Robert Abella on a past episode of Seriously Bud, which helped her get her job at MelaPress, but Robert's not going to be on the show for a couple of weeks. Says that her superpower is being honest, which has helped her with her husband, her family, her friends, and her work. And as she says, I'm always telling the truth, to be honest. It's so funny. And she and her husband are donating money to the army and bringing stuff to other brigades during the war in Ukraine. Did you? Until next time, thank you for your time.